Hey guys, so today I am going to do the try a story tag, and this is a variation of the try a chapter tag, which I will put the original of that down below. But this version was created by Jen Campbell, and she tagged me a while ago to try this tag about basically instead of reading a chapter from every story, you get a collection of short stories from your TBR and read the first story in each collection and kind of decide which one you want to read next. So I'm super excited to do this tag, and I'm so happy that Jen Campbell tagged me because this is like right up my alley. And I had to wait a while to do it because I needed to stock up on some more short story collections. So I have a few really great ones that I want to share with you guys. And then I'm just gonna read the first story and kind of give you my thoughts, and then at the end tell you which one I wanna go with. So let's get started. So the first one is Falling in Love with Hominids by Nalo Hopkinson. And this short story collection was written by a female Jamaican author, and I haven't read anything from her yet, so this will be all new to me. But I know she writes a lot of sci-fi and fantasy, so I thought it would be a great place to start because I'm trying to read more of that, especially when it comes to authors of color. And so yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know too much about the collection, but it looked really interesting, and I cannot resist a good collection of sci-fi work, so yeah. So the next book that I'm going to read the first story from is Dinosaurs on Other Planets by Daniel McLaughlin. I hope I'm saying that right. And this I've seen kind of floating around BookTube a lot, and the title really intrigued me. I mean, I'm a huge fan of dinosaurs, though I don't really know if this is anything to do with dinosaurs. But I do know that one of the stories kind of follows a young kid who is obsessed with birds, and it just kind of talks about different various people in their lives, and it just seems like a really interesting book. I've seen a lot of great reviews on it so far, so yeah, I'm excited to kind of see what it's like. So the next short story collection is Almost Famous Women by Megan Mayhew Bergman. And this is kind of just an interesting concept, really. That's what really drew me to this collection. It's essentially, like what the title says, it's following these women kind of in the background of famous people. And I believe there's a story in here about Oscar Wilde's niece, and just a lot of really famous characters and the random or lesser known female characters in life. It's a fictionalization, obviously, of those people, but it seems like a really interesting. I want to know kind of if it's going to delve into topics of feminism or sort of things like that. So I'm so excited to see what this one is about. So the next one is called Foreign Soils by Maxine Clark, and this one just caught my eye. The title was really interesting. The cover is also stunning. I mean, the covers on all of these books are really beautiful, but this one kind of sparked my interest. I think it might be a little metafiction-y. It's kind of described as a Black woman is writing this collection of short stories, and then I think we go into each of the stories that kind of follow these women and someone that's in an insane asylum and another Mississippi housewife. So it just follows a lot of really interesting and strange characters. So I'm super excited to get to this one and kind of see what it's all about. So those are all the books that I'm going to read the first story from. So I'm gonna go do that now. So I'll start with the first one that I talked about, then give you my thoughts, and then go through the list, and then tell you guys which one I'm going to read. So I just finished this first story, and it was called East Hound, and it was really interesting, actually. It kind of follows like this group of young kids that are playing this game where they tell one sentence of a story and they try to end it with the same words from the beginning of the story. But really, as you get deeper into the story, there's elements that are like zombies. Like all the adults in the story have kind of turned into these man-eating monsters. So it was really interesting. I felt like it was kind of short, but I really think I was really interested in the story and kind of wanted more, to be honest. So I don't know, this one seemed really interesting, and I kind of want to see what else is in this one. So I just finished the first story in Dinosaurs on Other Planets. It was called The Art of Foot Binding, and the writing was stunning. I really liked the story. It was really interesting. It was kind of talking about a woman and her relationship with her daughter and her husband. I'm really excited about the writing of the story. It was beautifully written and just very descriptive, and I think that it really says a lot in such a short story. So I'm excited. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard to pick which one I want to read because the two I've read so far have been really great. But yeah, we'll go on to the next one. Hey guys, so I just finished the first short story in Almost Famous Women, and it was called The Pretty Grown Together Children, and it's basically about Violet and Daisy Hilton. They were conjoined twins, so that was pretty interesting. This story was really interesting. It kind of talks about them when they become older and kind of when their fame has kind of faded and died out, so that was really cool. I just don't know if this is the kind of book that I really want to read right now, but I think it was definitely interesting. So I'm excited to see what other kind of curious women are in this collection. I just finished the story in the last collection, Foreign Soul, and the story was called David. It follows a young single mother that is kind of battling the new traditions and battling her old mother's traditions, who grew up in Sudan. So it's kind of interesting. I liked the story a lot. This is definitely going to be a tough contender. The story was really well written, and I just fell in love with this character. She was kind of badass, so I really like that about her. So yeah, so like out of the 4 that I read, my favorite were definitely the book from the story from Foreign Soul, the Dinosaurs on Other Planets, and Falling in Love with Hominoids. I don't really know which one I kind of want to read. Like this one is definitely more fantasy sci-fi, which I've been reading quite a lot of lately. So I might hold off on this one and go for one of these. I think I'm going to do, I just don't know. They were both so good. This is such a hard decision. I think I'm gonna go with Foreign Soil because while I loved both of the stories in these collections, I don't think I've seen this book on BookTube at all, so I want to give this one a shot and kind of give it some love and show you guys what it's about. But I definitely will probably be picking up Dinosaurs on Other Planets soon after because I really enjoyed the first story in this collection as well. So yeah, I'm going to read Foreign Soul, and I will definitely have thoughts on the rest of the collection in my September wrap up for you guys. So if you want to know more about this book, then I suggest you wait around for that. So thanks again, Jen, for tagging me to do this video. It was really fun, and I have a ton of great short story collections now that I want to get to very soon. So I really loved this tag. So yeah, thanks for creating it, and thank you for tagging me. I will have a few people that I want to tag to down below in the description. So yeah, I think this is a really fun tag, and I'm probably going to be doing the try a chapter tag very soon too, because this was just really fun. And I really have a hard time picking books to read next, so this kind of gave me a way to pick the next book that I want to read. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And also, if I do not tag you, please please feel free to do this tag if you want to. It's such a great tag. I think more people should be reading short stories anyway, so if you want to do it, go ahead. I hope you have fun. And I will see you guys next week with a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hey guys! So today I am here with Chevy. He wanted to be in the video. And my sister has some books that she read that she wanted to share.